restart. So like I'm hoping that we get to do that, and I'm busy. So I'm doing stuff with like clothing and like I got a bunch of brand stuff and my podcast, you know?
The podcast, and we're gonna watch you on House of Villains whenever that comes out. So you'll be doing press for that.
Yes, yes. It's always something, you know, and Louie is busy. He's always telling me we're doing something. I don't know. So he's staying busy and
And
I'm
I'm gonna predict that after season 3 of Traitors with Dolores, I'm thinking you might get a call for season 4. I'm thinking maybe. I feel
I
it.
mean, because you think people is gonna love watching me?
Well, I think if the show isn't on at that moment, Dolores is going to do well. We love Housewives on Traders. I just am going down the list. You know, we've had Phaedra, Brandy, we've had a lot of different housewives. We had Dorinda. I think like you might get a call, Luann. Like I'm just thinking like the next group we're going to go to, I think you might
Yeah,
actually be in that group. See, I'm being very positive here at this second half of this show that we're doing here today. I like my
I know.
positivity. I know.
Well, at first I thought you were on Margaret's side, and I was like, hello. But now I'm seeing, yeah, yeah, you love me, David. You love watching me. I know.
Listen, I've said many times, I think there's 0% chance that you would ever lose your job. Now I am taking that back, but that doesn't mean that I don't love you dearly. I am dead inside and don't have many emotions, so I just like to observe. And I'm not sure what's going to happen to the show. I do think this flower thing was a moment. It was a moment, but that doesn't mean that I don't love you dearly, Teresa. Two things get to be
Yeah,
true.
yeah. I mean, look, the flowers. It's just so typical Margaret. Oh my god, I should have expected it and should have had security at my gate, so the guy couldn't get in because it was ridiculous.
It's
I
just
don't
like
know.
what goes through someone's mind that they come up with this and then pay
Yes,
for it and order it and have it delivered.
somebody that's got a lot of time. Margaret doesn't have a life, and she's always just going after other people. Like she knows that she sees I'm successful, I'm doing a lot. I got 4 daughters, I got a husband, and so she just wants to ruin it.
Well, guess what? Margaret Joseph might have time on her hands very soon.
She's
She
gonna have
might
a
have
lot of it.
time.
Yeah.
You think
Yes,
she's
that's what
going
I think.
bye-bye?
You didn't hear it from here first, but that's what I'm saying.
I
Where
see
there's
it.
smoke, there's fire. Read the sign, read between the my fingers.
I'm reading all of the cues that you are putting down. Well, listen, we've loved having you. Now let's welcome Andrea Lopez.
Yes, thank you. Hi, David.
Girl. I
Girl,
mean, what an episode.
it was giving me all the things I need. I love a good little exchange between the women. I love a little shade. I love watching the Jersey men. You guys know I live for the men.
You live for the
And
men.
oh, and then a brush with death. We had a brush with death with the anaphylactic shock, and nobody knew what the hell anaphylactic meant. Like it made my life.
Joe Benigno stepping up. I mean,
Does Joe have a history in the medical business? Because the man was not letting was not letting Fuda sit up. He was like, sit down, do what the paramedics say. And I'm like, I guess Joe knows what he's talking about.
I would be like Fuda. I would have been like, I'm not going to the hospital. Why are we calling anyone? This is not happening. Granted, he literally was turning red on camera. He did not look okay.
He really didn't. He looked like he was about to keel over, and shortness of breath. The eyes were red, and I go, what was he even? What was it? What was he allergic to?
I have no idea.
Yeah, no one ever really got to that part.
And that's
I
embarrassing to have happen on camera, but here we are. This
Oh,
whole
but
season has just been, I'm not going to miss it. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to miss this season. I'm ready.
I think we're ready. I think it could have been condensed to like 6 episodes. We're ready. I think they're grasping for straws here with the guys doing videos for their wives. I was like, what is this? This is a little strange. Are we in the Twilight Zone? So yeah, I think the drama's done. It's a little forced, and I love my ladies, but yeah, I'm getting a little tired.
And I mean, I've never heard like Melissa was on Watch What Happens last night. She seems to have accepted, like if she's not back. She seems like she
Right.
understands this.
Yes, I think she's gonna take it in full stride. I also think she's got a great business with Envy, and I think she is really passionate about it. So Joe has got a great business with all of the repairs and the contracting. So like they're set.
Well, like money aside, like, yes, you don't want to lose your huge salary, but it has to be somewhat of a relief when a job is going away that is paying you a shitload of money, but yet you actually
Right.
hate doing it and it's a lot of
Yeah.
fucking drama. Like, there's got to be some relief if you put the money aside. Like, I truly think Melissa, Margaret, I think they're kind of like, thank God it's time.
Yeah. Is is the money worth the drama? Not really. I think they would just go about their lives and they're totally fine. They're secure. And it seems like we're beating a dead horse with this same storyline. So I
I-
definitely think it's a relief.
I'm starting to think everybody really might be going, like, for
Everyone.
real.
Well, I do feel bad because I know that Danielle is a star in her own right. And I know that this was kind of an avenue to get to the place where she wants to be. And I don't think that she had the time that she deserves. Like Danielle is clearly like that clip just came out about her doing being Britney Spears' #1 fan, and it's like all over TikTok now. You guys, she's a performer. She needs to have her own show. She needs to be doing her own type of hosting. I think
She
Danielle,
wanted this. She was trying. I mean, look, this isn't the best edit of her. She's kind of gotten lost in the shuffle.
right?
I just think they didn't know what to do with this season. They brought everybody back, and I really think they shouldn't have. I think they should have dealt with this last year because
Yeah,
I
me
feel
too.
like we are now talking about Laura and Vanessa. Like, we're talking about things that we've been talking about for 2 years now on the damn
Yeah.
show. This
Yes,
was just like cleaning up last season. It's like because we didn't know what to do.
it
And
truly felt like
this
that.
was a mess. This really was. I think everyone hates season 6 with the twins and Amber. I think this was worse. I think this was the worst season ever.
Kind of similar. I know. I just miss like the family values, the cooking, the Manzos like in the kitchen talking about the family business. Like that to me is the core of Jersey is all about who's going to take over the business. We got to go over here. You know, you're fighting with my sister-in-law. Like I loved all that. That was so core Jersey. And now I don't know if it's just like the new generation and they don't fit into that Jersey mold, but it's not the same.
I think they're just gonna like look high and low to find that
Some type of
again,
yeah, the ladies have to have some type of relation together. That's why Jersey
which
worked
they didn't in New York. None of
and
them
they
knew
right,
each other. That's the problem.
right. And that was my issue. I'm growing to like them because they're starting to have like businesses and like I see what's happening. But yeah, when I first watched it, I go, oh my God, these women have legit never met. There's no history.
Never. I think they're
So
not going to do that. I think they're going to look and they're going to keep looking. And I mean, I would be shocked if they end up letting a family come in, but
I know.
maybe that's what we need, like another family where we won't end up here. But like,
Right.
maybe that will be the way to start over with people. And they'll be like, oh, it's another family. And they'll be
Like the whole
cooking with the meatballs. And I don't know,
yeah.
maybe they will keep somebody. I'm not sure they're definitely keeping Teresa anymore. I'm really not convinced. I really don't know. I'm actually at a loss for words. She has
And it
paid a lot of money and there's been a
yeah.
lot going on. I
The
mean,
fact
there's
that she
been a
told them that she
lot.
paid her lawyer fees, what was it, $400,000 in lawyer fees? Girl,
Mm,
that's crazy.
And I don't know. I mean, Melissa has been behaving herself. She
She
has
has
been like breezy. Like, I think Melissa is truly walking on air that this is ending, possibly. So she's just like doesn't have a care in the world. She seems happy. I mean, you got to
yeah,
be happy that it's over. Like, it's like you don't
I
have to
know.
fight, like, never see this person again.
The end of an era. And what on Watch What Happens Live last night, or on she recorded it what on Sunday? She was on Sunday night. So
Yeah.
what was she? Was she? I didn't watch it. I just saw the one clip where she kind of like threw shade, but she seemed very happy, nonchalant.
Happy nonchalant. She's done other interviews where she's been like, look, I agree, we need a mix up. And Andy says
Yeah,
this, and sure, like whatever. Would you see like Margaret and her were cutting down a tree, and that was supposed to be Teresa? Like they just seem like
right.
they're loving life, like not
Yeah,
even bitter, just like it's over, like we don't care anymore. That's just how I read it. I
I
could
know,
be
me
wrong.
too.
Like, I don't think they want to lose their jobs, but I think that they have made peace with it. I'm not sure Teresa realizes that it